guys, Moro and Carlito here, providing you with a little Rewind Theater trailer commentary for the first ever trailer to The Hobbit.
Yep, Peter Jackson's back and working again in the Lord of the Rings territory. And right here you see, right off the bat, a framing device. This is what tells the story of the movie. Elijah Wood's back as Frodo, but this isn't going to be the main part of the tale.
Exactly. Up on the right, you see Ian Holm reprising the role of an older Bilbo Baggins, and Elijah Wood down on the left playing Frodo. And this is a scene where he actually sends Frodo down to greet to greet Gandalf at the very beginning of the Fellowship of the Rings.
Right.
And then we're gonna cut to the next scene, which is an older Bilbo, we believe, writing the book about the adventure of the Hobbit.
Yeah, he's writing there and back again, and you know, he's kind of ruminating on his life as a younger man. And here, this is Bilbo as a younger man, played by Martin Freeman, who you recognize from The Office UK and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Exactly. Now, in the next scene, we're gonna get a quick roll call of the dwarves involved in the film, and we're only gonna stop on a couple of them. Starting with this guy right here.
Yeah, that's Gloin, and he's actually the father of Gimli, who you recognize from the other Lord of the Rings movies, and that's Oin, his brother, and that makes him Gimli's uncle. But you know, these guys are all kind of here brought to Bilbo's house, kind of tricked by Gandalf. Gandalf says, you know, Bilbo's this master thief, and their quest is to get this gold back from the dragon Smaug, and also reclaim their dwarf land. So
exactly.
they've you know, been brought into this quest, and Bilbo's going to help them.
And I just want to stop here for a second too, because at one point in the book they do encounter you know, spiders, giant spiders, and we think this might be that scene since they're all covered in webs here.
Yeah, it better be, because I don't know what else it would be.
We don't see them in the trailer though, however.
Yeah, so this opening scene with the dwarves is kind of this raucous meal, and they're all, you know, going crazy in Bilbo's house, eating up all this stuff. But then it turns a little somber, and they talk about their quest. And right here, we get a song which we're missing largely from Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. This is Thorin, the leader of the dwarves, and yeah, like you said, in all of Tolkien's books, song was a big part of the story. He cut him out of Lord of the Rings. But it looks like in this film they're going to include at least the song, the Misty Mountains.
And you get a sense of the dwarf chorus chiming in at some point, and the lyrics of the song are actually kind of tell about what they're trying to do. It talks about their quest on going to reclaim their honor and their gold in faraway lands. So stop right here. You can see the map that was in the original book. It's based on Tolkien's drawings.
Yeah, and they use this a lot in the Lord of the Rings trilogy as well. And the next scene I'm going to stop on is another familiar location to fans of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and this is the elf town community village of Rivendell.
Yeah, and you'll see the broken sword that Isildur used to slice off Sauron's fingers. We saw that scene, and this is eventually reforged and given to Aragorn. But you see, you know, Bilbo's getting his first look at it right here.
Exactly.
And right here, pause. You can see the Lonely Mountain, which is basically their final stop on this quest, and you see a picture of the dragon Smaug. He's basically sitting on a pile of gold in this mountain.
Exactly. Another shot of Rivendell here, and Gandalf talking to Galadriel.
And I don't think this actually happened in the book, so it might be you know, a little interesting addition to kind of weave the characters together a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like a little romantic scene here. I don't know. Very touchy-feely. Now we're going to get into kind of a series of quick action shots from the trailer to give us a little taste of the action in the movie. First and foremost, this is Bilbo kind of claiming Sting, the sword Sting.
Yeah, he gets this off of a bunch of trolls, and eventually, you know, that has a place in the Lord of the Rings movies as well. You know, he gives it to Frodo, and Frodo uses it. And the cool thing about that sword is it glows blue when orcs are near, as we all know.
Exactly. So here we've got Gandalf battling another kind of dark wizard.
And this guy is called Radagast the Brown. That's who we think this is. He's just a nasty wood-dwelling creature.
He lives in Mirkwood, right, which is full of evil, actually. And then I'm stopping here because this is a great, quick, blink-and-you-miss-it shot of of the dwarves battling the 3 trolls, and you can see them right here in the background, 1, 2, 3, and these guys have a quick shot in the extended edition of the Fellowship of the Ring, right?
Yeah, I mean, what happens in the book is that Gandalf essentially tricks these guys, these trolls, into staying up all night, and trolls can't do that. If they're exposed to the sunlight, they turn to stone. So you see them in stone in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Exactly. And then, boom, our first shot of the One Ring in The Hobbit, and that's Bilbo in the background here. He gets separated from the dwarves and is kind of trying to make his way out of these caves, and he stumbles upon the ring.
And whenever you see the ring, what is soon to follow? But
Exactly.
That was probably the worst impression ever of this.
Gollum.
But you do get a sense of, you do get a little glimpse of that. That guy right there.
Boom, right there, up in the left is Gollum with Andy Serkis reprising the role, both voice and motion capture. And the only other thing I'm going to stop on really quick is right here. You notice that the film is called The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. We know that they've broken The Hobbit into 2 films.
Right.
So An Unexpected Journey, which is the name of the first chapter of the novel, is the first film, and There and Back Again is the second film, right?
And, lots still to see. We got to see Smaug. We got to see a bunch of other stuff, but we're really psyched on this one and can't wait for next year.